Tkachuk and scores!
Nice Shabbat curled and drives and scores!
And the Senators win it.
Five apart, another chance, Batherson scores! Great Batherson! Oh, and got it! Green! Oh, Green again! Scores!
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Now, before we get started, please follow me on Twitter at @SensTalk_ and on Instagram at SensTalk. Now, before we get into tonight's Tkachuk Bowl recap, a few things. Firstly, in the link in the description below, you can order your Sens Talk chalking tool. We got all three colors, black, we got red, and we got white. So you can support the channel, you can support your Ottawa Sanders, and you can shotgun a brew. We've sold out 3 times. We made a 4th bunch for you guys. So firstly, thank you all for the support. So if you want to help support the channel financially, you can do so in the link description below. Thank you all for the support. As well, go to SeatGeek.com and use the promo code SensTalk. Save $20 off your first purchase. It's a great deal. Take advantage of it. Now, before we get into tonight's recap, I'm recording this after the first period of play. Great period by Ottawa. There were a few transactions for the Sanders. So firstly, Erik Brannstrom and Matthew Pekka were recalled from the team's taxi squad. Logan Brown has also been recalled from Belleville Sanders. He's on the taxi squad for the Ottawa Sanders. Derek Stepan was placed in the injured reserve. He's likely out for the season, which is unfortunate news. Probably a torn shoulder or something to do with the arm or shoulder. It didn't look good. We don't have an official prognosis yet, but it did not look good. So hopefully, obviously prayers with him, but hopefully things get better for him soon. It's terrible news. As well, last thing for transactions, Philip Schlappick today was bought out by the Ottawa Sanders. We haven't really gotten a clear answer of why this has happened, but Bruce Garriock did mention that this was a mutual decision. So either Schlappick is trying to get a chance somewhere else in the National Hockey League, or he's going to go back to Europe and play in Czech Republic, his home country. Regardless, losing him, losing Balcers, these aren't big losses for the Sanders in the grand scheme of things, but it's just a clear example of poor asset management. And now you look at the Belleville team, they got a lot of holes now, and Balcers and Schlappick, we lost them for nothing, and they were valuable players, not first round valuable, but they were valuable. So you got to have better asset management like that, because now you got your prospects in Belleville with really substantial loss of help. Now, Claude Julien got fired after the Habs lost to us last game. The Sens Sickos are Sicko Mode, and the Canadians, Ducharme, I think is his name. They hired a new coach as an interim, and we'll see what happens there. Now at the Tkachuk Bowl, starting in net for the Sanders, it's Matt Murray, and for the Calgary Flames, it is Rittich. Now let's get to the game number 22 lineup for your Ottawa Sanders. The first line was Brady Tkachuk with Josh Norris and Connor Brown. The second line, Nick Paul, Colin White, and Evgeny Dadonov, or Daddy. The third line, Tim Stützle, Artem Anisimov, and Drake Batherson. The fourth line, Matthew Pekka, Chris Turney, and Austin Watson. And I originally, I tweeted out earlier before the game started that I wanted Turney and Anisimov to switch. And Anisimov looked good in the first period, I won't lie. The defensive pairings, Chabot and Zaitsev, Riley and Zub, Brannstrom and Goodbranson. Goodbranson, we're going to be hearing a bunch about him in a sec. Murray started in net, Decord backed up. So scratch for tonight's game is Michael Haley, Braden Coburn, Josh Brown, Ryan Dzingel, and Christian Melanin, again scratched. He's on Robidaw's Island. I don't know where he is. I don't know what's going on here, but it's too bad. I'd like to see him get some more opportunities, to be honest. It's not. He hasn't been playing great, but come on. I'm gonna repeat this after every single video. He hasn't played in almost a year, almost 2 years. All right, so cut him a little bit of slack. Now, anyways, let's get to the first period of play where Ottawa looks good early on. They're putting plenty of shots on net. Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, they're both biting on their mouth guards, but Ottawa, they put pressure on the net, and then 8 minutes in, Artem Anisimov gets a nice little pass through Anderson to Tim Stützle, who shoots it. Rittich gets to stop. The rebound, Drake Batherson. It is bath time. It's time to shower. It's time to take a bath. The Senators lead 1-0. Batherson, he's been incredible. That's 7 points in his last 5 games. It is bath time, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes later, you will not believe what I'm about to say. Erik Goodbranson from the point scores a beautiful shot. The Sanders extend their lead. It is a 2-0 game. Erik Goodbranson with an absolute snipe. Kind of reminiscent of the Cody Ceci first NHL goal of his career. Overtime winner against St. Louis Blues. Oddly reminiscent, but hey, first goal as an Ottawa center for Erik Goodbranson. Way to go, bud. And Sens lead 2-0 after the first period of play, where they played excellent. They outshot Calgary immensely, and hopefully they don't hopefully they keep their foot on the pedal and keep pushing in the second period of play. Speaking of the second period of play, let's get to that right now. After 40 minutes of play, the Sens Sickos are in full Sicko mode as they lead the Calgary Flames 4-1. Now, as you all know, during the second period portions of my Sens game recaps, we answer your questions. I love interacting with you, the fans. As you know, I always comment on your comments in the comment section below. But this is another way to add you guys to the show. I hope you guys enjoy it, and this is staying for the long run. So if you ever want to get your question answered by yours truly, follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_, and during every single first intermission for your Ottawa Senators and during their games, we will tweet out a picture or whatever for you to comment or reply to with your questions for me to answer. So let's get to it. First question comes in from Brian O'Ryan, Hall of Fame quarterback. Just kidding, but this guy's a beauty. A question from him is Gudbranson the best defenseman of all time? No, he's number 2. Number 1 is Eric Gryba. Next question comes in from Evan. When do you think is the right time to transition Tim Stützle to the center position? Well, actually, DJ Smith recently spoke about this, and he said, not anytime soon. We need to let Stützle develop his game further and get more comfortable with the game. And I couldn't agree more. I completely agree with DJ Smith. Right now, he's not big enough, in my opinion, to be a center, especially in a top 6 position. He has only played 22 games in the National Hockey League during this game, his 22nd game in the NHL. So, or no, not even. He missed a few games. So, he's played less than 20 games in the NHL. So, eventually he'll get a shot. I'd say within the next 15 games, he might get a shot. But frankly, he's more, as of right now, he's more built for a winger position, especially as a rookie. So I think DJ Smith has identified that, and they don't want to, ruin his development in any way. So I wouldn't be shocked if Stützle doesn't get a lot of opportunities at the center position this season. I think he needs to get bigger. He needs to get more acclimated to the NHL game. But eventually, he will hopefully become a number 1 center. But we'll see. I can fully see him being a winger for the rest of his career, and I'm fine with that. Whatever works for Tim Stützle or Jimmy Stu, whatever the hell you want to call him. But to answer your question, one sentence thing. The next 15 games, I would assume he will get a shot there. And the next question comes in from Alex Lawler. He asks, or whoever asks, do you think that Norris and Stützle are genuine Calder contenders? Yes, without a doubt. Kaprizov, I think his name is from Minnesota. I have him on my fantasy team. The guy's a stud. He's incredible. But listen, Josh Norris is incredible. He's leading, or is in the top 3 for scoring for rookies. Tim Stützle is top 5. Stützle is an electric talent. Josh Norris is centering a top line in the National Hockey League. Yeah, they're both genuine Calder contenders for sure. Kaprizov is definitely the leading candidate for that trophy as of right now. But Norris and Stützle are definitely making incredible efforts to get their name to the conversation. So we'll see. Lots of season left. But with Norris on the number 1 line, centering as a rookie, yes. Genuine number 1 center, yes. He is a genuine Calder contender. Stützle, he is right now the best player out of the 2021 draft class. Yes. Genuine contender for the Calder trophy. To answer your question very simply, yes. The last question comes in from Bobby. He asks, who is our leading goal scorer at the end of the season? Ooh, that's a good question. It's not Zub. He's definitely going to be up there, but it's not Zub. I know all of you guys are wanting me to say that. I don't know. That's a good question. It's probably either Brady Tkachuk or Drake Batherson, to be quite honest with you. Batherson is electric right now. His chemistry with Stützle is very evident. And Brady Tkachuk is always getting in the dirty areas, always putting the puck in the back of the net. So it's one of those two, in my opinion. You could probably make the argument for a guy like Josh Norris too, being on the first line center position, but I would give the go ahead there to Batherson and to Brady Tkachuk. Now, before we get to the third period of play, I'm going to recap what happened in the second period real quick. So Connor Brown with a steal, backhands it. He makes it a 2-goal lead again for Ottawa. At that point, it was 2-1, makes it 3-1 for the Senators. And then moments later, Eric Brandstrom from the red line. Bad goal on Rittich. The Sens lead extends to 3. We go to the third period where the Sens are up 4-1. Let's see if the Sickos can continue their domination. Feeling pretty sicko right now. as your Senators win it 6-1 over the Calgary Flames. I'm not going to go crazy like the Habs game or like the Toronto game. This game was pretty much out of reach after the first period of play. But the Senators, ladies and gentlemen, are on a 3-game winning streak. Your Sens Sickos are on a 3-game winning streak as they take down the Calgary Flames 6-1. In that third period of play, Colin White got 2 goals, one a bad one, second a nice pass for a snipe right in front of the net. I'm not going to show the goals because we're too sicko to do that. Sens win 6-1, and I would be playing Travis Scott's Sicko Mode right now if it wouldn't jeopardize my channel standing with YouTube. So we're not going to do that, but if you want to see plenty of great sicko content, make sure to follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. But regardless, Senators win this one 6-1 in a game they dominated from start to end. A game where Colin White scored 2. A game where Sicko Mode really took another meaning, where the Sens DJ played Sicko Mode after every single goal, after every single period, even played a fan-inspired parody Sens Sicko Mode song. So it's a great night. It's a great night for all around. Sens are on a 3-game winning streak. The Senators DJ is a beauty, playing Sicko Mode after every single goal. Sens Twitter tonight was electric. And we're on a 3-game winning streak, ladies and gentlemen, so it's a good feeling. Not much to say here. It was just utter domination by the Senators. And if you're a Calgary Flames fan watching this, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. I wonder, I'm not calling for anyone to be fired, but Claude Julien was fired after the Senators took them down. I wonder if the same will happen to Jeff Ward of the Calgary Flames after this game, because the Calgary Flames look absolutely flat, and they got dominated tonight. And I understand they're on a back-to-back, and that definitely has an effect. But you know, they haven't looked good this season, and they just got outworked from the beginning to end. So I'm not saying Jeff Ward is going to be fired, but he's definitely on the hot seat. That's for sure. Now the Senators, they win this one 6-1, but we got to do the Sens Talk Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans. So let's get to it right now. By the way, lots of great Sens Sicko content. So if you want to see that with Travis Scott and everything, we put out some great content there on Twitter at @SensTalk_. Make sure to follow it there. Now, speaking of @SensTalk_, let's get to the Sens Talk Star of the Night, voted by you, the fans, in a very, very close vote. So in 4th place, with 2% of the vote, Brady Tkachuk. That is a little bit surprising, to be honest. In the Tkachuk Bowl, 2%. 3rd star with 27% of the vote, Drake Batherson with the opening goal in tonight's game. Makes it onto the board here at 3rd place. 2nd place, with 35% of the vote, it's Colin White with 2 goals in the 3rd period. Senators were basically for sure going to win it as the 3rd period begun, but regardless, Whitey gets 2. That should definitely help his confidence and definitely should keep him in the lineup forever, hopefully. And the 1st star, 36% of the vote, making 29 stops on 30 shots. It is Matt Murray in a game where he didn't have to do too much, but when he was tested, he made the stops. That first goal was not a good goal on him, but that was more of a defensive lapse where they kept the puck in their own zone for a couple minutes, and of course they were all tired, and Murray probably wants that one back, but at the end of the day, he made some big stops, including in that 3rd period, and Matt Murray just looks steady, and that's what the Senators need right now. They need a steady presence, and that is exactly what Matt Murray gave them. Now, the next Senators game, ladies and gentlemen, is this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time versus these Calgary Flames, so I will see you all then for a Saturday afternoon matinee. But besides that, thank you all for watching. Make sure to comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think right now. This was easily the Senators' best played game this season. The Senators are clearly embracing the Sens Sickos. And let's keep on moving forward, Sicko Army. But besides that, thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_ and on Instagram at SensTalk. Please like this video, share this video for cool stuff, and click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. And most importantly, turn the notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. Besides that, Sickos, fellow Sickos, I will see you Saturday afternoon when the Senators take on the Calgary Flames once again. Besides that, thank you all for watching. Love you all. Thank you all so much for the support. And I will see you Saturday afternoon. Go Sens, go.